Greetings, Gugu-Gee-ans and humans. Welcome to the show. Well, we're on our way to Death Valley National Park. It's a little bit too late in the year to be going comfortably. It's the end of April, and really we should have gone, well, the winter is the best time to go, I think. I'm camping. I'm going to be doing some dry camping, and I don't want to be uncomfortable while I'm sleeping, but that may happen tonight. We'll see. So Death Valley National Park is the hottest, the driest, and the lowest point. It has those three distinctions. Driest, only about 2 inches of rain per year. The hottest, recorded 134 was the temperature, and I think it's the hottest in the world. And also the lowest, 282 feet below sea level at Badwater Basin. Death Valley National Park is over 3 million acres. It's the largest national park in the lower 48, so I didn't see all of it. But I did take the time to see a bunch of cool things, so I'm dividing this adventure into a few parts. Welcome to part 1. Here I am on my way to enter the park to the west, driving Highway 178 north from the town of Ridgecrest. Ridgecrest, by the way, has a large naval air base, which is odd because it's landlocked, which becomes more significant in a moment. You'll see why. I thought I would just stop for a moment because it's really pretty. This new valley, after having come out of another valley which was more developed with a factory and so forth. Some beautiful big bird flying over there. We're on our way to Panamint, which is sort of like the west entrance of Death Valley National Park. Oh, you know what? That was a jet. Now, there's a little bit of snow up there, but it's quite hot down here. So we just officially entered Death Valley National Park, and we're coming to a fork in the road, which will be Highway 190. And we are going to go to the right. We're going towards Stovepipe Wells and Furnace Creek. Furnace Creek is 53 miles from this juncture. We are headed into the mountains, and we're just going to take it nice and slow. By the way, I said this was the largest park in the lower 48, but the largest national park in the U.S. is Wrangell St. Elias National Park and Preserve in Alaska at 13.2 million acres. Using the turnout so people can pass us. And we turn off the air conditioner. That was a sign that said you might want to turn off your air conditioner for the next 10 miles. So we've done that, but I gotta say there's a pretty nice breeze, even though it's hot. There's a nice breeze passing through. It doesn't feel hot when I put my hand out into the wind. I think this is Town Pass that we're going through. All right, it just said Town Pass, elevation 4956. So that might have been the top that we just passed. And now we're going down because it said there was a brake check. And here's what lies on the other side of the pass. So we're going off the pavement for about 2 miles to Mosaic Canyon, which is a hike that's supposed to be nice. I received this water backpack as a gift from a wonderful human, and I'm taking my hydration very seriously in Death Valley. Much more seriously than I did during my adventure at Palo Duro Canyon. Mosaic Canyon is a geological art gallery. Irregular shaped fragments of tan-colored noonday dolomite, sandy matrix, and limey cement create complex murals on the canyon walls. In other places, dolomite, transformed into marble by heat and pressure, forms colorful swirls in stream-polished whirlpools and chutes in the bedrock. I've run into several little areas of shade, so that's good. We're just going to go for a little bit on this. I think it's just an in and out trail, basically, so you go as far as you want. Hopefully it's not too polished here. Ooh, slippery. Whoa. My shoes do not really have great treads anymore. That was not helpful on that slippery marble. I'm guessing it's hovering around 100, high 90s probably. And I think I've walked about half a mile so far into the canyon. I think that's enough for this little trek. That way I can walk back and I will have walked about a mile. And that seems reasonable here in the desert in the heat of the afternoon.
You know, I don't know the temperature now because there's no internet or cell service in most of Death Valley. I could, of course, cheat and call upon my spaceship with the brain feed, but I'm attempting to have an authentic human experience.
So I saw, I believe, a total of about 11 people on the hike today. So, you know, not terribly crowded this time of year.
I'm wanting to camp at Stovepipe Wells, which is a little, I don't know if village is the right word, but it's a little point of civilization with a few shops and a saloon and a restaurant, and things like that. I'm wanting to camp there, but I'm a bit worried about dry camping because of the heat, because I think it's going to be hot tonight. Let's check out the campground. Not too many folks dry camping right now. There are about 14 RV sites with electrical and water hookups, and since the camping season is almost over, I believe the campsite will be closed on May 2nd. There happened to be a few spots available at the last minute. So I went across the street to register for one of these sites, and they were $40 a night, but because of their affiliation with the National Park Service and my yearly Parks Pass, I got half off. By the way, Stovepipe Wells is not as fancy as the other little city, Furnace Creek, where the Park Visitor Center is also located. But it is significantly cheaper and right up my alley, actually, on the fancy level. But not to worry, we will visit Furnace Creek and do a tour of the high-end hotel in the next episode. After dropping off my rig, I decided to do a little exploring, and the closest point of interest to Stovepipe Wells is Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes.
Just a short little hike to the dunes. And there's really no path per se. You're free to roam and explore as you would like. The tallest dune apparently is a mile away, but you have to do some work to get there. There are special conditions that have to happen in order to make dunes. Not just desert, it has to be sand, and it has to kind of get trapped in here like the wind doesn't carry it away. Parking lot is that direction. Most people don't really move too much beyond the parking lot, seems like. Although there's some footprints over there. I think that dune, that tall dune over there, is deceptively far. The heat in late April is no joke. No joke. It is hot. Yeah, I went just a little ways into the sand dunes, and I was thinking to myself, you know, those Hollywood movies where somebody's stuck in the desert and you're thinking to yourself, well, couldn't they go a little bit longer? I couldn't go very long at all before I felt like just the energy was being sucked out of my body. It's hot. It's hot.
Well, thanks for tuning in today. I'll see you next week for part 2. By the way, very quickly, if you like the show, consider Buy Me a Coffee to help support the show Buy Me a Coffee is a great way for creators and artists to accept one-time support or membership ongoing from their fans for the price of a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/brainfire to help the show. Thank you.
I wanna buy a Winnebago and get out of here to where the weather is clear. We'll take some coffee and some bagels and get out of here to where the weather